Odysseus had been sailing for days after barely escaping the Cyclops Polyphemus. Him and his crew began to feel weary because of the lack of water and food to nourish them. They came upon an island that was heavily vegetated and looked uninhabited. Odysseus decides that this is a perfect place to rest and restock supplies.
Here now, my men. Look out. We have an island ahead. Strain your necks and see the eerie glow of vegetation. Start setting down the sails. We've come upon a grand blessing from the gods.
Our great warrior Odysseus, will we be staying here for a while we rest our heads?
Yes. Now onward. We will reside here for 4 days. I do not know the natives of this island, so keep yourself aware and never let your guard down.
I will set up the tents and fires.
Odysseus and his crew set down the tents and start the fires on the strange island. The island is thick vegetation and has never been altered by man's touch. The grasses and sands are the softest around, and Odysseus became accustomed to it. Many of the men fell asleep because of the rough journey they had been experiencing. Odysseus decides to explore the island while his crew rests. He wants to find more supplies and fulfill his urge to see the unknown.
Basil, come forth. We must explore the island and search for more supplies. You are the wisest of my men. I have chosen you to search with me.
Of course, Master Odysseus. Should we advise any other men?
No. Let them sleep. We should be back before morning.
Odysseus and Basil set out to explore the island in search of more supplies.
Master Odysseus, look to the far north of the isle. I think I can hear a flowing stream. Any knowledgeable explorer knows that with the stream comes the ripest of the fruits.
Yes, of course. This is why I chose you, apart from all the other men. Let us carry on. We must return before morning.
Odysseus and Basil arrive at the stream and begin picking mangoes from the thriving trees. While harvesting, they begin to hear strange noises that gives them a sense of unease.
Master Odysseus, do you hear the sounds in the bushes? The rustling from the trees? Maybe it's time we return to our crew. The noises I hear send me signals of danger.
Show no fear. All creatures can sense it. We are wise warriors. We are unstoppable.
If you say so. Odysseus, we must return. That was a warning cry.
No, we will stay and fight. I will not be taken down by any mortal beast. I have strength greater than the mother pumped with adrenaline trying to save her child from the darkness of dangers.
Why are you on my island?
We are lost sailors looking for food and nutrients for our body. We mean no harm. Basil, run! We must hurry. This monster must not steal our lives.
I am Hades, god of the underworld. Leave my son alone or you'll never see Ithaca again. Stylolyrax, you must teach these foolish travelers a lesson.
Nom 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 nom.
You wretched creature, you have consumed my wisest man. I will never set foot on this island again.
Odysseus returns to camp in a great fluster. His men are still fast asleep, unaware of the night's events. Odysseus decides to wake them.
Men, wake up. I have dreadful news. The monsters of this island have caught wind of our strife. Basil's life was taken as a consequence.
Why, gods, why?
We must stay strong. Weakness leads to death. We cannot reside on this island any longer. I will not risk the lives of any more men. Pack up the camp, as many supplies as you can find. At the break of dawn, we will return to the sea.
Odysseus and his men pack up the camp and search for nearby supplies. Before they leave, they ask for protection by praying to the gods and honor the life of Basil.
Dearest Basil, you will never be forgotten for your great wisdom and strength. May you rest in peace.
Let these pebbles be a memorial. Long live Basil.
We must pray now or our journey home will be full of troubles.
Dear gods, we humble ourselves to you. Let there be no more death on your journey.
Amen.
Odysseus and his men return to the ship and continue their long journey home to Ithaca. They end.